everyone, it's Elena and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys my morning routine during winter break. I get up around 7 a.m. That is much later than what I get up during the term time, but I think it's important that you give yourself some time to sleep in during the winter break. And yeah, once I get dressed, it is then time for me to make my bed because I am that kind of a person who will fall right back into bed and just go back to sleep if I give myself a chance to do so, and making my bed kind of prevents myself from doing that. So once my bed is then actually finally made, it is then time for me to turn my very sleepy face into a more awake version thanks to some concealer. So I just go into the bathroom, and here you can see what I look like before. A little bit tired, but alright, and here's me a little bit more awake looking. And then it was time for breakfast. I made myself some cereal, just put some milk on top of it, and then I ate that in our living room. And after that I went back to my room, and then it was time to pick out some jewelry. I tend to dress somewhat normally during winter break. Like, I don't dress up as much as for the term, but I do really enjoy jewelry, so I just put on some layered necklaces and then one of my absolute favorite rings. And here's a little outfit of the day in case anyone was interested. So basically I just put on this massive gray sweater, which is super comfortable, and then just some gray pants, of course some fuzzy socks, and yeah, that was the look. And then it was time for me to put on my deodorant, which brings us to the amazing sponsor of today's video, which is Native. What I love about them is that they're amazing for people with dry skin because their deodorants are very hydrating, but they're nonetheless not sticky and they dry quickly. They are also aluminum free, paraben and sulfate free, and they are also vegan and cruelty free. And you get a lot of product in each package of a deodorant. I just got out all the product here so that you can see how much it actually is. And you have a wide variety of scents that you can choose from, and they are all very natural. So for example, the ones they sent me are lavender and rose, which is my absolute favorite one because it basically just reminds me of walking through a summery garden. The next one that they sent me was rose, which is basically like summer in a scent, and it's really beautiful, and I absolutely love wearing it, and all of their scents last the entire day. And the last one that they sent me was apple and honeysuckle, which is very sweet but at the same time kind of fresh, so it's actually really great for a deodorant scent. They offer free shipping to the US, and free deodorants are normally $36, but if you use my link and code, you will get them for $24, which is 33% off. And yeah, I hope you guys will like the deodorants, but now let's get back to my morning routine. Then I usually give myself some time to read a chapter in my book of the week. I'm currently reading this German book, which is called 9.5 Perfect Murders, and I basically just sit down on my bed and read it. And yes, I did just have to listen to Nobody, No Crime by Taylor Swift while reading this book. Now, the book is a relatively quick read, but it's written by a German criminal lawyer, and it basically describes scenarios of murders and how people got away in these scenarios. And honestly, it's just very interesting to read. Now, it's not written necessarily for a legal audience, so you can just read this for fun. And once I'm done with that, I just put my book back to all the other books that I'm currently storing here. So basically, I have my law books here, but also, just some normal books. And yes, I do just store them under this little table because I currently don't have really space for them anywhere else, because I wasn't planning to bring my uni books home because I wasn't planning to study from home this semester originally, so they're just there for now. And then I make myself some tea. That morning I made myself some Earl Grey, so that I can then take that with me downstairs to work. I love drinking tea while I work. I just think that's something that really calms me down, so I always make myself some tea. And this is, by the way, my black little notebook where I put in my to-do list, but also just notes, when I quickly research something or something. It's really for everything. Because a lot of people asked about this little notebook in my life study with me, and here's my email count, 21, so time to address that. And I'm normally not that vain to make myself my desktop, but I'm really proud of this edit, so that's why I put it as my desktop background, probably just for a few days, but I really like the edit, and so I wanted to have it there. And then it was time for me to go over my 21 unread emails and just write a few emails that I have to write. And I always get my little black notebook out as well, and I just note down any to-dos from my emails and anything that I need to get done throughout the day so that I don't forget about it. I don't give myself a time limit of how long I'm going to spend on my emails during winter break. I usually just try to get all of my emails done in the morning, however long it takes, and I'm usually at my desk by about 9 a.m. in the morning. And so once I'm done with all my emails, it is then time to get through my revision because that's what I mainly use my time in winter break for. So that day it was time for private law, so I got out my statute book, and then it was time to open up my revision notes, which I make on GoodNotes on my iPad. And this is what they look like, so I basically just try to make them look somewhat aesthetically pleasing so that I'm more motivated to look at them. If you guys want a tutorial on these notes, I'm going to link it in the info box below. And yeah, basically I just get out my PowerPoint from the lecture and then also my own lecture notes, and I base my notes on that. and then it was basically just time to get to work. Now, I find it really important that I do some work throughout winter break because after all, that is also what's expected of you. But I think it's also important that you take it more chill than you would during your term time, because you are supposed to come out of winter break a little bit relaxed, and you are supposed to have some time off. So what I usually do is I will do my revision and stuff, but I will take more breaks, and I won't be as strict on myself of like how much I want to get done in a day, because after all, it is a holiday. And yeah, basically I just spend some time on my desk then and basically just do a lot of revision. And yeah, that's my day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye!